What's going on, everybody? It's Luke here again, bringing you another video. I'm going to bring up another one tomorrow, another one on Sunday, maybe even one later. But basically, I've just been going over ideas over Christmas, over the New Year, and yeah, I've got some awesome videos to bring out. So this one is irrelevant if you can see my products, because most of these products, as you will be able to see, are all Disney. Very simple, nothing special. So if you see them, you see them, because at the moment, they're not replenishable. For me, I'll let you see them. And most people have already purchased these products, okay? These are just, if you've been doing it for a while, you would already have purchased from Disney, and it will most probably be a handful of these products, yeah? And sometimes they go out of stock, they go discontinued, their products change anyway. So you can see what it is. But this video is all about finding like a niche online arbitrage product that means that sort of, basically, you will become the exclusive seller of the product for a short time. Now, you might think, what do I mean by that? This is what I mean. Okay. So, yesterday's video, I went over and I was going over clearing out my inventory, basically going over here and clicking this little button here and deleting stuff that I thought might cause issues with the accounts and stuff. So, some products, like a lot of beauty products, they periodically get checked for issues or maybe substances that they shouldn't have, and they get deleted from Amazon, and you shouldn't really have them still sitting in your inventory like a lot, even though you've got no in stock. So you can see here, 0, out of stock, inactive. So I'm still a little ill from last week. And you should really go and just delete it, because Amazon's very automated in the way that they send out things. So if you can, I've heard that people have had their account suspended by having a product in their inventory when they shouldn't have, because they would be notified about getting it removed. And what I mean by that is you get an email, whoever's listing that product will get an email saying this ASIN has been removed from the product library or catalogue. And it could be another country, it could be German, French, Italian or Spanish as well, so you have to be careful. You just get used to the phrasing of like a product removal. It doesn't look the same as the other emails. Normally it's shorter than the general Amazon have just shipped and dispatched your product or whatever it is. Yeah, so just be careful with that. So this video is, while I was doing that, I was noticing things on the account, on this page. So as I was scrolling through all my products, I started noticing something. I thought I'd investigate. And then it led me to realizing that I can find profitable products, which means that, not necessarily definitely, but I can go through and see if I can find profitable products, probably easy to say that way, meaning for a short term anyway, if I can buy it now and get it sent to Amazon, I should be the only seller of that product, which means what? Well, it means that you can basically choose your price because you are the only seller of the product. So you might look at these items and be like, okay, well, they're all very, very obvious in terms of there's going to be many sellers. So how can you be the exclusive seller or whatever? So I'm going to show you. So this is the page I was looking at. This is an example. It's basically Woody, yeah, little beanbaggy thing, probably this tool, and that. And that's it, it's a beanbag plush toy, okay? Now you can see that the data here on the far right is blank. It got me thinking, like, what does that mean? Why is it blank? Obviously these all have figures, which means, there's something happened to this listing over time, because you will find that stuff changes on listings over time, which is just bizarre, because people might do it themselves or whatever. You can pretty much go in here, manage images and stuff, and do whatever. Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and click it. And this is what you find. Currently unavailable. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means that no one's selling it because no one has any in stock. It's not available. Well, what does that mean you can do? So if you go down here, you can obviously see that over time it's sold out. Yeah. Obviously, this is December, and then there's no one here, no one on the listing. And let's just look at this snapshot. So we can see it actually looks like it could be, well, it can't be really selling there actually. So we have to assume that's nothing. But you can see that the $14.99 at 6 sellers was the last sort of recorded historical value that we can attribute to the product. And it can probably sell for about maybe $18.99 until the product will be pushed out of the buy box. You might be able to go yearly. Let's have a look what we've got here. I mean, there was even a buy box at, say, £17 there, and actually 16. So that's, yeah, so six. That's, let's say, six. $15.99, $16.99. That's, so we can probably get $15.99 here. I can't go ahead and find the product, profitable. I haven't got any of these things activated. I need to sort it out on this my new laptop, but at the moment I'm just going back to the old laptop and just doing that. So we can basically see that the top price, which we know will probably hit the buy boxes, I say $15.99 to be sure. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, because you are going to be the only seller, there's not going to be people undercutting at all. So if you can buy this product today and get it, you can tell how popular this product is. And yes, it might not sell as much up the higher prices, but still here, if you can pick up 20 and get them delivered tomorrow, or 10, then yes, it might cost a little bit more money, and it might be, it's just, of course, it's on the whim, because if I'm finding it today, so someone else, and obviously this video will go out and you might find 3 people buying the product, okay? So my advice is maybe don't buy this product if you're watching this video, because so could everyone else that watches this video. You can, if you do it, is you could try to be the first person to watch it, first person to get the product in, first person to make the sales on day 1, which is fine. But it's more to give you an idea for future. So obviously, if this is one product that's currently unavailable, then well, there's probably plenty that are unavailable. I'm going to show you another example in a sec that I found. So you can go, let's just jump on the Disney store. Let's type in, I saved it. Hang on a sec. I actually already checked, and I won't go ahead and buy it because I'm VAT registered and stuff. So obviously there's extra costs involved. Probably the worst place to. It's the worst link to click on it. Sorry about this. My head's just jumped down. Let's just type in. If I can't find it, I can't find it. It is there. I checked on my my links. American. Jesus. Oh, I should have probably had that tab open, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's there. I went on to my I bought this product before, as you know, because I already had it in here. So I literally just took this ace in, went to my purchase log, found it, and then did the comparison on price. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's $7.95 or something to buy it, and you could sell it for the £16 that I was mentioning. If you're, and you could be the exclusive seller of this. If you want to try it, give it a go. Maybe buy a handful, maybe don't. I'm not sure. But obviously, where a lot of people sold out over Christmas, it's now unavailable, and you will find that products even over the year become unavailable. That's just how it is. I've found many products that are products that get discontinued. Sometimes you just hold on to them for an extra 6 months and they sell for triple the price. Like I had some Playmobil sets I had a Playmobil set that somehow disappeared from my login or inventory, and then it appeared again, and I was like one of the only sellers. But you can see here, you can go ahead and become literally the exclusive seller, and you can control a buy box. You could even go, okay, let's try it $19.99, do it, and then come back in an hour. Has it given you the buy box or not? Is it too high? Has it basically, where it says if you're too high, Amazon will know that you're too high and you're trying to get too much money, so you're not being competitive in terms of you're not giving the best balance between profit and customer satisfaction or whatever. And it will say, what's this? It's like buy from these people or something. And I've just realised I've got 9% on my laptop battery, which is pretty cool, so I need to hurry this video up. So another product I found was this. Simple, clean and clear. Now some products that are non-available to buy anymore, they look like this because you can't buy it anywhere. I haven't checked this one, but this is another product. I found it. Oh, sorry. I found it in here, in products that I'd already sold. And, they're free leads. And the great thing about this, they're like golden nugget that I think a lot of people won't know, is that where it has currently unavailable, companies like Online Arbitrage Deals and all that sort of thing, their system will not allow them to source a product. Now you might think, what do you mean? Well, people that are submitting deals to online arbitrage deals, the arbitrage part, can't submit the deals, because I tried to submit deals that were currently unavailable, and it said you can't, because what happens is when you type in say BuyBot Pro, yes, you can't see it here, the buy price, obviously the sell price doesn't exist. There's no sell price here. So the system will say it's not a valid entry, meaning that it's not going to be sourced by any of the deal sheets. Well, it might have say, okay, so I know that online arbitrage deals doesn't, and a lot of people use that, but obviously there might be some more manual sourcing people that are doing this, and they might find it, and it might be okay. But I know that a lot of people use that, and you cannot submit this. So that will not, this product not yet will not appear on arbitrage deals. Meaning, if you buy 10 of these, get them in, and you're selling for $19.99, yes, I could go on. Well, you could go on straight away onto the online arbitrage deals, because you've now manipulated that price $19.99, and then you could go away and actually submit that deal onto online arbitrage deal arbitrage and get you £10 per lead, because actually the system thinks it's a better item than it is. And I know that's sort of playing with along the lines, but if the system allows you and that's acceptable, then it's not wrong, because people, it's like saying, I feel like it's wrong, but if the system allows you to do it, and the people behind it have allowed the system to do that, then take your chance, take your opportunity. That's just like anything, And I'm sure that over time it will be tweaked, and you won't be able to do that anymore, because, just because obviously it's going to be, well, not many, but there'll be deals that, if I can find this item as well, I could submit this deal. I could go in and bump the price up on this, find like the highest buy box price that I can get for this item, and do the same, or whatever, and so on and so on and so on. You get what I'm trying to say. So you can basically get your triple profit for this item in the short term, plus get your £10 deal. Then know that deal's going to go on the arbitrage sheet, and then obviously stop buying it, and then it will, it's not a great way to do it, but you can do it if you want. I don't know, it's up to you. Each their own. And the same with this item. Now, something I did notice is that I've only got 6%, so I've got to hurry up. I also found this item. Yeah. Now, I don't mind showing you this item because you can't buy it anymore because of a reason that I showed you. This data is all for my purchase log. Yeah. Basically, it's exactly the same as this item, but it's a double pack, like a bundle pack. Yeah, so nothing special. Now, obviously, let's see if we can go onto it. Okay, discontinued, yeah. So that's why this looks like this, because that is what a discontinued item looks like, where some people have some left over, or they find it, but no one can really sell it anymore, which is fair enough. But you could be able to get it from Boots or on another company. I don't know. This is just for Superdrug. You can see, you can basically read what the product is. It's this item times 2. Now look what happens when you go on here. Let's just close the battery's low. Click on here, Amazon. So when I was going through, I said I was going through and clearing out my inventory. So if you haven't watched that video, it's the last video, how to prevent any potential suspensions because you've got stuff left in your catalog from however long, and either products change. If this item isn't the item it actually says it is on your listing, or the item becomes restricted or brand, whatever, but it still looks like you've got it in your catalog, which is what I like to go in and I just go and periodically clear out across all countries, because even if you touch this country, the UK, when you go on to all your other countries, the catalogue will still be as old as it. So if you only go and clear out UK, you go to Germany, and it won't have cleared the same stuff out. You have to go in each you have to treat them all separately, just like with your payments and your feedbacks and all that. They're all separate. So I went on here. I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see what this item should have been, and it was. I was selling this item. Now look what happens when you go on it. Well, that looks pretty good. I mean, it's not the item. It's just not the same item. ASIN, I guess it's the same because it's taking me there. It might not be, actually, I haven't checked. Oh, it's not. Great. Perfect. Okay, that's a good thing, because now people probably won't get scanned by it. But you get what I'm trying to say. The product, you can see here, simple, clear and skin and oil. Things change. This product, this link page to this product was to the twin back of this. Now, actually, having looked at this, check the ASIN, you wouldn't list the wrong product, which is good. But things change. That it's just showing you that things change over time, and so you have to basically, for me, I would say, keep an eye on your catalog and just be a bit proactive and clear it out, because if products like that are changing the links, even though you can see up here simple, you can see the, oh, you can't see it. There you go. You can see up here simple, clear skin, balanced moisturizer. Well, it's clearly not. The problem is that this now is like a private label product, because it looks like it. Yeah, you can see. I don't know if it is, but you can just tell by it roughly that it is a private label. 2 sellers, you know, and all that sort of thing, and it just looks like a private label product the way that's sort of been done. So you will find that also ASINs change. So luckily this ASIN is actually different, but you will find that ASINs, what happens sometimes is that the ASIN stays the same, but people change the product images and the product here. So what you can find is that items change to a bundle. So I had have I got it? No. It was like a syrup juice that you just put in your drink, like a squash. And basically it changed from a single to like a 4-pack or 6-pack or something. So if people go ahead and buy that item, even though you've not done anything, your item's still sitting there, people are buying it expecting a 6-pack, and they're basically buying 1. And then you can get negative feedback, and you can get bad reviews. You get what I'm trying to say. Just because, it's really weird. It's just because Amazon and Amazon. A lot of people know by now that anything's possible on their platform. Basically, like, this is not unexpected if you've been selling on Amazon long enough. Yeah, it's just something that happens. It's weird. Many things are weird, and you just got to go with it. So, I would be careful. So I went ahead and deleted this item. Now, having looked, probably didn't matter because the ASIN is not the same. But the fact that something's changed shows you that stuff changes. And then I have had it where, like, for example, and also I've had it where I submit a product, and on front, it obviously goes on the UK and it goes across all the other countries. You go onto the French listing, and it's a bundle of 2, but on the UK listing, it's 1. So people are buying it in France, obviously at your cheaper price because you are selling it as 1 item, and they're having to return it and get refunds and giving you negative feedback. Luckily, I didn't get any negative feedback or anything. They just returned it, but weird stuff happens. So you really got to, even if you're not doing it and you're getting a virtual assistant to do it, or you're training them or whatever. And this month or next month, I'm going to do a free virtual assistant training course, probably upload it to Udemy or something. I don't know. I need to look into it and just let people have it, just to start the ball rolling on some videos, basically, on like, rather than just on YouTube. It'll be all free, but yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And you can get virtual assistants to do this, but it's just really interesting. So now, obviously, this product probably exists, maybe. Let's have a look. So if we just actually try a product. Well, okay, it doesn't exist anymore. But you get what I'm trying to say. This is weird stuff happens, yeah? And you've got to be really careful and stay on top of it. But that's sort of that side of it. But also, you can go through your managed inventory and find items that are blank. You'll find that depending on how long you've been selling, if you're selling short term, maybe you won't find this, but you can go ahead and basically look. I've actually bought another, sorry, that's it. I found a product like this, went on it, no sellers, yeah? Like this. And I then looked at here and noticed that obviously I can sell it for whatever price, yeah, like I've explained a minute ago. And I've gone ahead and just bought 10. I think that's coming today. And I'm going to just test it, and I'm going to send them in and see how it goes. But now in my mind, it's almost like my own private label products. It's not, it's obviously, and anyone can come on at any time. But if it's showing here, it's probably not going to show up in many deal sheets because the data that it populates through any of these, which a lot of the programs will use, don't register properly. It doesn't understand what currently unavailable means, basically. And it has no price, it has no nothing, yeah? So I'm going to take advantage of that and basically try to sell loads at like 3 times the price. Yeah, it won't be on loads of products, but you might get a couple, and if you're selling 20 or 30 or 40 a month because you're the only seller, and you've got a handful of those, that's a couple of hundred units a month at like really nice premiums, you know. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video there because I've got 4% and probably best that it doesn't just cut out. Hopefully you enjoyed the video because it's actually pretty cool that I found that out. But yeah, there's always things to learn about Amazon. Like even now, after years, I still find things like just here, there, and everywhere. It's like pop out, you know. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.